Jimmy, you're coming from Canada, touring in Germany, not the first time, but it's the first time that you're playing here in Rother at the Bluestage. Have you ever heard about this festival before?
I have, yeah. It's come up, somewhere, but yeah, I'm excited to be playing it for sure. And touring in Germany's been a lot of fun as well the past few years. So,
why that? What is there any difference compared with the US or with Canada?
Well, it's just a lot different. It's the scene, the kind of music that we play. There's a whole other scene here that doesn't really exist in Canada and the States. It does, but it's kind of on a smaller level. It's Germany's great for blues rock. So
you started out quite early. I've read somewhere 11 years old, and kind of busking in front of the club of Jeff Healey in Toronto.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I've been playing guitar for about a year. I picked it up when I was 10, and I heard Jeff had a club in Toronto, so I took my guitar down there, just hoping to meet him. I figured he had to come through the door, so I ended up busking out front for a couple of hours. I went early, and I met Jeff Healey, and he invited me into the club, and that was my first time on stage, so I made a couple $100 out front even, and and just had a great time meeting and playing with some really great people. That was an awesome night.
How difficult was it getting your career started? You were one of those blues Wunderkinder, as we say here in Germany, starting out really young.
Yeah, well, that night was very special. It was a big night for my career. I met a lot of people that really did a lot of great things for me that night, and I was very lucky and very fortunate, And, from there I got, an opportunity to do some recording for my first record, and a couple of festivals, and everything just kind of snowballed and just got bigger. It was very cool.
but you finished college before starting the career or concentrating on your career?
No. I played all through school. I started playing professionally when I was 11, and I was in public school then, and then I went on to high school, and all through that I was still touring and still actively playing music. That was my main focus, so I guess I just had good teachers, lenient teachers that really helped me out, so it ended up working out, and I graduated, so it's good.
You finished school?
I finished, yeah.
Was it your dad who said, you have to do this first?
Yeah, my parents, they've always been totally supportive of me playing music, and it's been amazing. But, of course, you need an education, too. You just can't, I figured I had to get my grade 12 at least to, satisfy myself anyway, so that's what I did.
And you did a lot of records in between. The last one was a live record.
Yeah, it was a live record done in, Peterborough, my hometown. And, there's a studio record before that we did with Peter Perlesnik, who's a great producer, and the other two were done with Alec Fraser, and those were done based on me playing out front of Jeff's club, because Alec was the bass player and he had a studio at the time, so he invited me to do some recording. So I made 2 records with him, so the first 2 are with him. But gears are in motion now. We're going to start making another record, a 5th record, so pretty excited about that.
Looking on stage, there's a Les Paul and an old Marshall, and that's it?
That's it. That's all you need. Yeah, man. I've always been a Gibson Marshall guy, So.
Playing a mixture of own songs that you're writing yourself, you're also covering some like the band from Canada and Peter Green, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it's mostly original stuff, but of course you got to throw in some covers for sure, some fun stuff. We do. I'm a huge band fan, and I love Free as well. Fleetwood Mac, all that old kind of British blues is great, you know, that from the late 60s through the 70s, and there's influences from everything, you know, but the covers we do are mainly Free and the band, and we do a Fleetwood Mac cover too, Rattlesnake Shake, so yeah, but the rest is all original stuff, a lot of stuff that's going to be on the next record, so yeah.
You're already playing new songs?
Yeah, trying them out, you know.
You mentioned Free. Paul Rogers just said that you remind him of Paul Kossoff in a way. You've been touring with him, if I got it right. What about those compliments?
Well, that's a huge honor, you know. I'm not sure how to take that even. It's big, you know, because Koss is one of my favorite guitar players, and Paul Rogers is certainly, you know, top 3 my favorite rock singers of all time, you know, so it's very cool. But I haven't toured with him. We might be touring with him in Canada, but it's still up in the air. But I just met him at a festival in Canada one time, and he saw me play, and we met there. So
you're just 20 years old. The music that you mentioned that influenced you and the few covers that you're doing could be your grandfather in a way.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess musically I've been all over the map, really, you know. It's age doesn't really count as far as music goes, you know. There's so much great music through all eras, you know, so God